There is a strange thing that happens the moment you tell someone about a new goal. You buy the gear, you explain the plan, and you feel a massive surge of energy. It feels as though the hardest part is already behind you. You say it out loud, and something inside you relaxes. Yet, this exact feeling of readiness makes you statistically less likely to follow through. Then comes the crash. You finally sit down to do the actual work, staring at a blank page or lacing up your shoes, and you freeze. The energy vanishes. Cultural explanations for this failure usually point to a lack of discipline. We assume it's laziness, or that the desire for the goal wasn't strong enough to begin with. This disconnect is actually the result of a perfectly executed program of ancient brain chemistry. For decades, dopamine had a single reputation: the pleasure chemical. The story went that you eat something delicious or get a reward, dopamine fires, and you feel good. Then a neuroscientist named Kent Berridge ran an experiment that challenged this assumption. He found a way to safely block the dopamine system in rats. When placed directly in their mouths, they still liked the food. But if you put those same rats in a maze with food sitting right at the end, they wouldn't move. The wanting was gone. Berridge's work showed dopamine creates wanting. It fires before you get the reward, not after. It's an ancient survival engine designed to keep us seeking. It was built for the hunt rather than the arrival. This survival engine still runs today, even when the hunt is just a habit you're trying to change or a book you're trying to write. The brain processes the mental image of a successful goal as a high-value resource. When you map out a plan, your dopamine levels spike because the system believes a chase has begun. But once you sit down to do the unglamorous daily work, the signal drops. In your brain's terms, you already answered the call. Dopamine's job is done. This creates an exhausting loop. We often abandon the work to find a new method, reorganize a desk, or pick an entirely new goal to trigger that surge again. Quitting a few days in is actually a sign that you successfully executed the phase the brain prioritized, the wanting. The struggle comes from assuming the neurochemical loop was built to carry you all the way to the finish line. Breaking this cycle requires a structural reframe. Evolution designed motivation to serve as a temporary spark, the ignition. It serves a different function than the continuous fuel needed for the engine. Modern goal setting fails because we make feeling ready the mandatory condition for starting our work. In the 1990s, a psychologist named Peter Gallwitzer ran a series of experiments on implementation intentions that offered a way around this design flaw. He gave one group a vague goal to exercise more. He gave a second group the same goal, but required them to define exactly when and where they would do it, like Tuesday at 7 a.m. at the gym on Green Street. The second group followed through at nearly twice the rate. This success came from removing the moment of decision. By dictating the exact time and place in advance, they bypassed the brain's wanting system entirely. When Tuesday arrived, there was no checking in with their energy levels or waiting to feel ready. The action was already decided. Breaking the loop of false starts means moving past the desire to recreate the euphoric feeling of day one. Real execution is sitting down at the predetermined time and place and doing the work whether the motivation is glowing or completely dark. Your brain will still try to distract you with surges of dopamine for new ideas. You can let those feelings happen without following them. You don't have to wait for the feeling. That initial sense of possibility is just the beginning of a story. The quiet, unglamorous action is how you actually write it.